Well, this is sort of our flagship event, the Los Angeles Dinner, which my parents started 13 years ago. And every year we raise over $1 million, and it's a real reach out to the community where there's a lot of money in this community, and there's also a lot of heart here. And many of the performers that live here do events for us during the year, so it's very important to us that this be a big night. And we're thrilled that Whitney Houston has chosen our event as her debut after having her baby.
That's terrific.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about what happens at the hospital in a given day, what goes on?
One of the sweetest things a couple of months ago when I went there, there was a birthday party in process, little kids with their little hats, paper hats, and birthday cake and balloons. And I said to the nurse, whose birthday is it? And she said, it's not a birthday party, it's an off-chemo party. And I was so touched that the staff of St. Jude is so smart in bringing the reality of their lives right out in the open to little 7-year-old children, celebrating the triumph of a kid coming off of chemotherapy. That there's joy in the air, that this is not a place of disease, but a place of hope.
Why did your father found the hospital?
I think that he really wanted to help the most helpless of our American citizens, and that is a sick child. There really is nothing more hopeless or helpless than a child who's told that they're going to die and not make it from a disease. And it's a devastating blow to parents. And he also wanted to be sure that great medical care was given to even the poorest families. People who couldn't afford the best care would get the very best care at St. Jude's, because we have a policy that we never turn away a child for its family's inability to pay. That's one of the principles upon which this hospital was built.
What are some of the medical specialties at the hospital?
Well, as you know, when we first started the hospital in *62, only 1% of children with leukemia could be cured. Now, because of our protocols, 73% of the children are cured with leukemia. In all the cancers, all the childhood cancers, only 10% were even reachable in '62, and now over 60% we can call cures. So we now are the only institution outside of the National Institute of Health given federal approval to do human gene research therapy on children. We have a pediatric AIDS program now. The National Institute of Health director just left and became our director. We serve 42 countries. Every major city in the United States comes and studies with us and does our protocol. In fact, Congressman Gephardt is here tonight, and he was saying that his child, his little boy, who's now 22 years old, had cancer and wasn't expected to live, and went to a hospital in St. Louis where they were using St. Jude protocols. And there's now a fellowship in the family name, in the Gephardt name, at St. Jude. So we're the genuine article, and I think that's why so many great stars help us raise money, and why we raise $120 million a year, every year.
What's the future hold for the hospital?
Well,
What's your vision for the future?
Well, our main vision is that there'll never be a child who dies of a disease. But until then, our vision is to just keep bringing in more research and more scientists to help children who are dying. Thank you.
Well, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is not only a hospital, but a very important research center. It is a jewel of a healthcare facility in a nation that now faces the biggest healthcare crisis in its history. What is most wonderful about St. Jude is that it is, first of all, a real hospital that treats real children, and you can't truly appreciate the magnificent idea that Danny had until you see the relieved and grateful expressions of the family members who bring a child out of St. Jude after having overcome a life-threatening disease. There are no words to describe this. A real hospital that treats real children, and you can't truly appreciate the magnificent idea that Danny had until you see the relieved and grateful expressions of the family members who bring a child out of St. Jude after having overcome a life-threatening disease. There are no words to describe this.
This is the one place I am every year, and it's here to be a part of the great St. Jude organization, ALSAC, and to at the same time reminisce about one of the greatest humanitarians and entertainers of all time, Danny Thomas. He's here in spirit with us right now. We all know that. And to be with his family, all in the same room, and with this great entertainer who will star and sing tonight, Whitney Houston, makes it an exceptional evening. But more importantly than that, it's where the resources, where the money goes, and it goes to help children.
Danny Thomas, my God. This man has left a legacy that's really something. I mean, he made a bet with himself when he was just starting that he would start this, you know, and to have a hospital that takes in no race, no creed, no color, no matter what. That's it. And take him in and to start that, and that's a huge, huge place. It's a lot of work and a lot of dedication, and it deserves an awful lot of attention, and it should be.
A lot of excitement in the room.
You wouldn't believe we just met. But I feel like we're already family. I think that the Thomas family and the Houston family are all dedicated toward the same thing, making sure that children everywhere are taken care of, whether they are whatever religion, whatever creed, wherever they come from, that they are entitled to proper health care. And I have to tell you, it is a pleasure and an honor to have been asked to do this, really. It really is. And I only wish your dad was here, because I love him, and I know you do, but thank you, and let's all keep this going. Yeah. You're okay. Here we go. A few stolen moments is all that we share. You've got your family, and I know they need you there. Although I try to resist being last on your list, but no other man's gonna do. I'm saving all my love for you. Thank you. It's not very easy living all alone. My friends try and tell me, find a man of your own. But each time I try, I break down and cry, 'cause I'd rather be home, feeling blue.
gonna run away together. Love gives you the right to be free. And then you said, be patient, just wait a little bit longer. But that's just an old fantasy. Gotta get ready, just a few minutes more. See, I'm gonna get that old feeling when you walk through my door tonight.